Forgive. That was video of James Jimmy Jam Harris playing with his father for the first time in decades at his 95th birthday party. Jimmy Jam is with us, and now joining the conversation is author Andrea Swinson, who reconnected them after more than 40-year estrangement. Thank you for joining the conversation.
Thank you.
This all has, I love that you've written the book, and this all those started with an action from this man.
Yes.
To reconcile. Were you blown away?
Yes, I was. So Jimmy and I got to know each other. I knew Cornbread as well through the music scene. And I got a text message from Jimmy one day, and it said, "Hey, I'm going to be in town. Do you happen to know how to get a hold of my father?" And I said, "Of course, I'll help you." And I put him in touch with someone that could arrange a meeting. But the most remarkable text came a couple days later when that picture of Cornbread and Jimmy and Cornbread's grandson, Max, together hit my phone. And Jimmy told me that was the first time that we'd spoken in 35 years.
Wow. It's beautiful because, Andrea, your book, Deeper Blues, The Life, Songs, and Salvation of Cornbread Harris, I am so struck by the fact that Jimmy talks about these similarities, not just musically, but personality, without ever really being around his father after the age of 15.
Yes.
That's what's so incredible.
I've witnessed that firsthand, getting to know both of them. They're both really kind gentlemen. They will give you endless amounts of time and attention, anyone that's in front of them. And they both love to share these little nuggets of wisdom. Cornbread likes to quote the Bible, and Jimmy likes to quote Terry Lewis.
We have a photo of Cornbread and Jimmy, I think it was 2021, 6 months after the first meeting. You set up Zooms with them and chronicled this all in the book. In your book, you wrote, "Sometimes reconciliation looks like two people trying to understand each other's emotions or rehash the reasons their relationship faded away. It was not lost on me that for Jimmy and Cornbread, part of their journey was just to get to a point where they could cut through the din and really see and hear each other." It's so interesting, Jimmy, because in your life, you've allowed us to see and hear each other through music. And now the most important person on the planet is sitting in front of you, and you're trying to see and hear each other. Mm-hmm. What has this brought to your life? Because you have a full life. I know your beautiful wife and your children. They send the best Christmas cards of any family I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, they have whole photo shoots. You have this beautiful family.
That's my wife's fault, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I just show up.
She sends her Christmas cards, and I'm like, to my husband, how long is this Christmas card? It's a whole photo shoot.
It's a brochure, right?
It's a brochure.
Yes.
So that tells me family is everything to you all,
yes.
But there was something you felt was missing
from
the picture.
Yeah.
And that was this moment with your dad.
Yeah, I realized later on, I dropped out of high school to pursue music. And I thought my mom was going to hit the ceiling. And I remember her saying, "Well, as long as I see you really going for it and really working for it." And the two things that happened from that was, I remember she didn't get a chance to see me graduate from high school because I dropped out of high school. But a few years later, she was my date for the Grammys. We won Producer of the Year. So when I walked across the Grammy stage, that was graduation.
Yeah.
But the other part of that was somebody a couple of years ago said to me, "Do you think that your mom let you drop out of high school to pursue your dreams because she didn't let your dad pursue his dreams?" And I realized in that moment that he had basically sacrificed his career and what he wanted to do to make sure that I had mine. Wow. And that's why it was important to let him know how important he was to me, you know.
Oh. It is a beautiful story. And I think the other part of it for me as well, Jim, is like, as kids, we don't often see our parents. Like we see how they made us feel, and we forget at some point in time they were young, trying to figure it out like everyone else. And in that figuring it out, you make mistakes, but thank God he's had time to meet and see you and get to know you as the man that you are. So thank you so much. Andrea, I know that you put together an anthology of Cornbread's music. Oh.
Got a little present for you.
Oh, this is a present for me. Oh, I had no idea. I was not prepared for presents. This is a gift that you're having this conference. So this,
It's signed for you by Cornbread.
oh my gosh, thank you.
That's awesome.
Well, I will make sure my son and I cherish it as well. Thank you for everything. Andrea's book, Deeper Blues, The Life, Songs, and Salvation of Cornbread Harris is available now. And guess what? Tam Fam, you're all going home with a copy